All right, got this on Christmas. Got these goofy Palestinians in New York rioting and trying to cancel Christmas. Let's move on. Don't have much time. I don't know about the GCR and I don't know about quantum financial system. Still sticking to the January 1st deadline. We'll see if that happens. Let's move on. Um,
Two, I have spoken to lots of my contacts, including the Admiral contact, and they all said that they are expecting to receive a 1% payment before the end of month. These contacts have official contracts signed and have it promised to have it released before the end of the year. I have also received contact from platforms from Hong Kong, and they also said before the end of the year. Three, tomorrow, last day in Colombia, have a meeting with Mauricio.
all right, so we'll see if it's released before the end of the year and if we get any increased payments on Social Security benefits and other things in January.
As of January 1st, they will no longer be using the USD. They have to revalue.
Of the Pigford farm claims starting to settle with people claiming to have cash. I'm trying to find one of my Pigford contacts that has money, so I'll keep you guys updated on that one. It would be a big tell on historic fines and penalties if it's accurate.
For international trade with all participating nations.
It's a huge step, guys. It is showing us that Iraq is going to preeminence in the region, and they're going to need a currency to go with it, especially if they're going to de-dollar. They got a lot of work to do for that one. This one, Ethiopia is the latest country to default on its debt. We're in a global debt crisis. Many are sleeping through it until it arrives on ice. I don't know about you, but in a time when they're blowing money left and right, do you care how much it took? I mean, you just know that it came out of somebody's pocket like yours and mine. All right, back to the world economic scene. Germany property prices plummeted by a record 10.2%. Not 10.2% in the year. We're talking about in the quarter, the fourth consecutive quarter of declines. Dropped by a record 10.2 percentages in the third quarter of 2023.
So that's interesting. Real estate prices dropping in Germany. This is the third quarter decline. 10%. We'll see what it drops in this fourth quarter. That needs to start happening here.
Scariest thing to a government is when you see devaluation. People believe they are losing money. It's a correction in the bubble because everything was overpriced, but it will cause a lot of upset and unrest amongst the people in Germany or amongst the landowners in Germany on your left. It's becoming more and more difficult there, just like it is in most of the world, to climb to property ownership. And that should be a goal, in my opinion, in every nation of every person when feasible. You'd have to convince me with some pretty stout arguments that you shouldn't own property. The bubble's popping. It's popping in the U.S. It's popping in Germany. It's popping in Asia. We're watching it pop all over the world, and everybody's running around pretending that it is not popping, that they're not seeing the signs. We are not in a recession. We are in the silent depression where nobody talks about it and hopes that it all goes away.
1963 to collapse is when those who are holding its debt sell the debt, and the government, central bank, has to print money to buy that debt in large size while that's going down. Those are the most important indicators. So that you can see it, again, I want to repeat, selling the debt so that there's a big supply-demand imbalance, and the central bank having to come in there and buy the debt that no one else will buy in large quantity, so that then there's a currency devaluation. You have those three things aligned, the currency devaluation going down at the same time as those other two things are happening, and that's been a classic. It's like a bank run. They come to the bank, there's not enough money in the bank, and so they have to make up the difference by the printing of money.
And Ray Dalio says it best. And how do you know that we're in the middle of this transition? Check this out. The U.S. federal tax revenue is decreasing.
Holding Dubai's first ever gold currency. We have made this from 24 karat pure gold, and each note weighs 0.1 grams and each piece has a unique serial number on it.
We have countries that are legitimately creating their own gold currency, right? And we are going to be embarking into this new world, whether you want.
Wow. Wow. Let's show this again. This is incredible.
This from 24 karat pure gold, and each note weighs 0.1 grams and each piece has a unique serial number on it.
We have countries that are legitimately creating their own gold currency, right? And we are going to be embarking into this new world, whether you want to believe it or not. And again, nothing can stop what is coming. Everything is happening so quickly and so fast. And it's going to happen when we least expect it. This is why it's very important to know what you hold.
All right, let's move on. Oh no, Allah's commit. The builder do it. New legislation proposes to take Wall Street out of housing market. That's interesting.
Next 10 years and can't own them anymore. What do you think that would do for real estate prices? What do you think that would do for people looking to buy a home? That could change the entire landscape. Let's see if this goes through. I'm going to be following this really close. Remember to like and follow because this is potentially huge legislation. Let's see what the House and the Senate does.
They're owned by Wall Street and other corporations, so I don't think they're going to do it. If they do it, it'll be a major sign that they're cleaning out Wall Street. So keep your eyes peeled. Let's go on here. This is pretty scary. Tucker Carlson, liberals will kill Trump before letting him be POTUS again. Pretty scary. We have word that he's hiding out in Colorado. In that Air Force mountain, what is it? Anyhow, a secret place for nuclear attacks and different things. And there's a false one in Malago, but I don't know. It's hard to say what is true anymore, for sure. Death of the mainstream media will begin in 2024. I sure hope so. Get past this stuff. This is pretty scary on the immigration. Pretty scary. Now this has been reported, this high Iranian general that has in charge of so many things he killed, and they vow revenge. They're always saying revenge, so who knows what's coming, but this war is not in Israel, is not ending anytime soon. Squatters at her home for the 8th day on Christmas Day. Wow. President, anyhow, Palestine Authority told resign or no more aid money. Money talks. And this guy's pushing all this war scenario stuff because they killed the general. We'll see what happens. How much is it going to blow up or what's going to happen? But right now there's no shutting down the Israeli war. We'll see what happens in Ukraine too. We're going to end it here. Here, Michigan Supreme Court keeps Trump on the ballot, 24 ballot. That's good news. Here's what we got at Newsmax. I mean at Breitbart. So, You know, there's so much going on, but that's good news. So get these commercials out of the way. Top 5 more corruption stories the media ignored in 23. So they're listing the corruption media stories that they missed. That is a shame, but it shows you they're in they're in cahoots with the people that are destroying this nation. In my mind, there's no doubt that this is a globalist migrant invasion agenda. And I think it's too late. I think it's too late. I think we've let it go too far. Hezbollah attacks church in Israel. Fighting intensifies on Lebanon border, threatening regional war. I'm sure. I'm sure. All right. Here's Ward. Charlie Ward, excuse me. And a Christmas special. But financially, I don't think he's doing too good. Trust collapsing. We'll see. We'll see. Jack Smith's still around. We'll see if he's going to be put in his place. Still pretty much the same. All right. Hopefully you did celebrate Christ's birth and his life and his offering to us who are all sinners. And hopefully you connected Easter with Christ, his birth and life and death and resurrection. We should actually be celebrating Easter and Christmas both at the same time, at least two times a year or more. That's my belief on it. We'll see if we can do that in our families. All right, that's a little over 15 minutes. Good day, this is Roger Martin here in Lockwood, east of Billings, Montana, south central Montana. Remember, if you're not using business skills to help market your online business, you're wasting your time and your money. Time to learn how to use those business skills so you can socially market like you need to and turn your passion into a profit. Let's teach you how to turn your passion into profit by using social media and business skills. Good day.